Hello, and again, welcome to the Math 1530E course. This video is specifically geared to orienting you to D2L and in particular to the Enhanced Algebra Lab Master course. You'll see several things over here that have to do with modifying your profile and password and all that, although ignore the password thing because it will get changed back. It's synced with Banner at the moment at least. And then if you want to check your email, you can click on the email icon. That envelope icon, by the way, means that you have email that is not marked as read. So if there's any email in your entire inbox, and you'll see I have 24, this is an account I use very often, and then you can scroll down and see all of the email messages. I wouldn't really recommend sending email from here though, unless you're replying back to someone like, say, this Ellen Smith girl. You could read her message and reply back to her, but there's a reply key right up here forward. But most of the time, I think it's easier to send email messages from the class list. So we'll go back to the main page by clicking on this Austin P logo right here, and it takes us back to the main page. When you log in, you should see at least 2 courses, and really I should be seeing 2 courses at the moment too, but I'm only seeing this one right now. And your courses won't be entitled Math 1530 Enhanced Algebra Lab Master. I believe that the algebra portion will be called Math 1530- probably W1, and then definitely it will have an E after it, and the E should be for the algebra part, the Algebra Lab, and then your other course will have the W1 or W whatever, but it won't have the E after it, and I'm fairly sure that that course will be your statistics course. So the one with the E is going to be the algebra part of the course, which is what I'm about to show you how to navigate, and then the one without the E should be the statistics. So you can enter the course by 2 ways. You can either click on this first link, which will take you to the announcements in the course homepage, or you can enter to discussion messages. For the first time you enter the course, I kind of recommend this first link here. You can read all of the very important need-to-know stuff right at the very beginning. This should be actually the D2L video that you're watching right now. I'm going to replace the stats video with the Algebra Lab tour, of course, making the video right now, so it's not there, but that's sort of a placeholder. And then as you scroll down, you look at, this is how you get started, this is how you navigate the course, and then virtual office hours. This hasn't been edited yet by your SLA leader, but your SLA leader will put some office hours here, and his or her name will also go here, as well as possibly a phone number. I'm not really sure if that's going to occur or not. Skype username will certainly occur, or I hope so, and an email address, and then you'll be given some tutoring times for that particular term. And so you can watch this one video from here, or you can wait to watch everything in content. When you go to content, it will be organized how I would like for you to see really the entire course. Now, sometimes to keep up with new discussion posts, you'll need to go into discussions, but aside from discussions, everything you need in this course is linked to right here, and really including discussions, but you might not know to go back to them until you log in and see that one unread discussion message or whatever. And you should follow content in order, and if you finish all of Module 1 and you move on to Module 2, you can just collapse that, and the same thing with Module 2, and the same thing with Module 3 and 4. But for now, we want to start at the very beginning. And so, required assignments for Module 1. Every module, therefore, every module starts with required assignments so that you know right in advance what is expected of you. And it's a long list. You'll see when it loads eventually that it's a long list of things that you have to do. And it's especially long for Module 1 because there's a whole bunch of new stuff that you've got to learn and be oriented to. So there is a lot of stuff you've got to get done. So you can read all of these messages. You'll notice, and this is true in every module, the Meet with Instructor each week is in blue, and that's so that you remember, okay, this is aside from progressing through Module 1 and progressing through Module 2. Every single week at your certain set time, and you'll provide the times later, I'll show you in this video, you're going to meet with your instructor, and it's going to be a phone call or a Skype audio session, so you'll be able to actually talk and interact with your instructor. And this is so your instructor can make sure you're on track, you're doing all of the homework and assignments that you need to be doing in order to succeed in the class. And it's an opportunity for you to ask any questions that would require sort of cumbersome answers in the discussion area. So there's still a discussion area that you'll definitely want to participate in, but this is a good time to get live feedback and interaction with your instructor. And then I've discussed already a lot of the requirements, but this is a list so that you can say, okay, check this off, check this off, check this off. And then to navigate through these items, you can just click the arrow and it will take you to the next one. And a lot of the items are embedded. So this is the course homepage that we already visited, and it's just telling you, you need to read all of this. You don't have to watch the video if you don't want to, because the video, you are required to see it through here, and so you may not want to watch it through the homepage. And then as you go, syllabus. And there is actually a syllabus video when we get to the videos, but it's not loaded in here yet. Not all of the videos are in here yet. I'm still making them. And then you just keep going. So course compass registration, and this will require something that was actually in the syllabus. So when you read the syllabus, you can grab that course ID, and it will be Sanders and some letters, or Smith and some letters, or maybe even somebody else's last name and some letters. And this will let you register for Course Compass. And so you just really keep going through all of this is the schedule of everything that's due. So you'll want to print this out and place it prominently somewhere, and then you just keep going. Now, okay, this item, and you can sort of scroll and see a menu on the right, and I'm not going to show you every single thing in content because that would take so long, but this is a really important one I wanted to show you. So this is the survey that you will need to do, and remember I said that you're required to meet with your instructor each and every week. So this is how you're going to tell your instructor your cell phone number, and only your instructor will have access to this information. And then you're going to register for a Skype ID, and if you don't already have one, you can click on this link and it will let you download Skype. It sees that I'm on a Mac right now, but it may detect that you're on a PC, or you can select one of the other options if it didn't get the right one for you. And you can either put it on your phone or your tablet, and then if you've never created an account, it may prompt you when you download to create the account, but if not, you can click sign in and start registering for Skype. And once you have installed Skype and registered for Skype, you'll have your Skype ID, and that's what you can put right here. Now, why Skype? Skype allows free talking, so if your instructor's on Skype and you're on Skype, you can talk to each other for free. You can type chat with each other for free too, but even better than that, you can share video. And this isn't just video of yourself. If you don't want to share video of yourself, you can share video of your screen. So if you're having a really hard time understanding how to get Course Compass to do something, if you Skype with your instructor and share your whole screen, then your instructor can talk you through, okay, press this, okay, press this, okay, go down here, and I think you're missing this. So if your instructor can see your screen, that's huge. And also vice versa, your instructor can share their screen, his or her screen, with you. So I think it's really important to have that as an option. You may want to email your instructor and say, I really prefer the cell phone because I may be on the go, or that whatever, but at least put a Skype ID in here and have that as an option. And then there will be a series of questions, the day of the week and the time of the day. So if you're available Tuesday evenings, then you're going to select Tuesday, and then you're going to tell what time of the evening, and be sure to put AM or PM. And then you're not going to just do this once, because your instructor has things that he or she needs to be doing as well, other classes they are attending or teaching or involved with, activities. So you're going to provide at least 5 and hopefully 6 different time, day events here that will tell your instructor a whole bunch, and then you'll save your answers and submit, or you could just submit, which will save them as well. And then your instructor will be able to see all of this information, and she'll be able to see what every student in the class turned in and put that sort of in a spreadsheet, and then determine, okay, I can meet this person at this time, this person at this time, this person at this time. These meetings are just going to take about 15 minutes and may not even take that long as you get into the term, but you should have set aside 15 minutes at least for each of these times, and if you can give a broader range of time, that would work as well to give your SLA instructor more flexibility. And then the next item is class introductions, and so you can see the class introductions, and you see that there's a message already from some person named Ellen Smith, and so you can click that to read that message, and then you could reply to that message, or there should be some place in here, right here, to compose a new message. So you can click either reply to that message, or compose to compose a new message. And you can also change the outlook of, I have my instructor account set up a little bit differently, and so I don't view it quite this way, and you can change all that under settings. And then here is academic support. I felt obligated to include this link because it was included in the standard master. Not that they're not accommodating, but they tend to lead tutoring sessions in groups. Because the main campus is paced so differently, it's twice as long, it's never really in sync except for the very beginning of fall 1 and the very beginning of spring 1, or the very end of fall 2 and the very end of spring 2. Now, if you're main campus, then I would absolutely take advantage of academic support. If you are Fort Campbell, though, remember back here on this course homepage, one of the things that you read when you're going to actually read it all is talking about tutoring, and that's not filled in yet, but you will have tutoring 2 different nights a week is usually what we offer, and there's also going to be a technology tutor that's going to have some hours as well that will be available. And then of course there's your 15-minute weekly conference with your instructor. So there are tutoring options, even online tutoring options. So that's really most of what I'm going to show you. We've already gone through the Getting Started module, and of course you'll want to read it in detail when you do it. And then I have instructions for completing video assignments. Sort of a repeat of part of the instructions for completing the whole module. It may have a little bit more detailed information in it. And then as you click on the videos, they will open in a new window. Oh, here it comes in the new window. The reason I set it to open into a new window is because if students who love Internet Explorer tend to have problems opening YouTube videos embedded into the D2L. But here C is the video assignments, and it's huge for Module 1. You've got introductory videos, and I've got at least 2 or 3 more videos to add here. And these aren't short videos, so that's quite a bit of viewing time. And then you have calculator basic videos, and then you have a whole bunch of algebraic expression videos. There's like almost 20 of them. The videos alone for Module 1, they're going to be like 4 or more hours of videos that you'll have to watch. And this is due in the first 5 days. Definitely you'll want to get started right away as soon as possible. And you actually have to watch the videos to be allowed to take this video quiz. So if I click on this video quiz now, and you see how I haven't watched a whole bunch of videos, if you cannot access this quiz, and we can't because we don't have a start button that would be like right here, start quiz. If you cannot access this quiz, check to make sure that you have watched all the videos under the video assignments for modules 1 and 2. You have introduced yourself in discussions. So we have to post her introduction and discussions, and we have to look at every single video before we're even allowed to do this. And the same is true for drop boxes. So there's a place to submit your Dropbox in modules 2. Let me just close module 1. So when you go to do, module 1 has a video quiz, and then module 2, there are like little individual quizzes for each video, and you'll take screenshots of those quizzes. And so for module 2, there's a Dropbox where you're going to put one Word file that contains all your little screenshots of your quizzes where you've scored 100%. And in order to have access to this Dropbox, you have to first watch the videos. So not authorized because we haven't viewed every single video, and you have to look at every single video in order to be able to do that. So I'm going to pause the video here, and then I'm going to do those things, and I'll show you how it works after you have watched all the videos. Okay, so now you can see that I have painstakingly taken the time to watch all of these videos. Also, I made sure to go back to the class introductions discussion because that is also a requirement, as it said, bolded in red. The rest of the drop boxes, I don't believe they have that discussion requirement. That discussion requirement is in place to get your password to take the practice exams, but to turn in your video quizzes, to do your videos, you don't have to do any sort of discussion requirement for any but the very first video quiz. So now, hopefully it will work. Cross your fingers. Okay, yay! I've got the start quiz button, so I just start quiz, and then I think I have to press OK, but I'm not going to do that because then the quiz will load, and you can see it when you take it. And so, again, the rest of content is pretty similar. You do need to look at everything to be able to have access to the Dropbox. And then when you load something to a Dropbox, it will send you an email. So if you don't get the email that said, dude, your stuff was loaded to the Dropbox, you know that your stuff was not actually loaded to the Dropbox. Class list is the best way to email people. You choose the person you want to email. Hopefully you'll know your instructor's name. You'll check the box and you'll click the email envelope icon. And then that should be pretty much it. We're not using groups. The grades should be blank for this course, so you won't see any grades. Your grades will be in Course Compass, as you'll see in the Course Compass video. And that's pretty much it. So there is D2L.